About a month ago I took a bunch of geranium cuttings and tried several different ways to root them. Some worked surprisingly well, some completely failed, and one method honestly surprised me. Now today we're opening the pots, checking the roots, and figuring out what actually works and what I would do differently next time. Hello YouTube, welcome back to our garden. Sorry about all the noise. It's a windy day. There's some rock breaking at a construction site nearby, but we'll try to see if I can record in between all the noises. Now, about 4 weeks ago I showed how I took these geranium cuttings and prepared them for propagation. If you missed that video, there's a link on the screen somewhere here right now. And today we're going to find out if any of that actually worked. I already noticed that roots coming through the drainage holes, so I'm cautiously optimistic. The first batch went straight into regular potting soil. Nothing fancy, straight out of the bag. Let's see what happened. And of course, every slightly moist pot here comes with a millipede included. They're harmless, basically the local version of roly-polies, just a bit smelly when annoyed. Two out of three cuttings have strong roots and one is lagging behind. Interestingly, that pattern repeats in almost every pot. Two confident growers and one still thinking about life. I'll give each cutting its own pot now. The second batch had perlite mixed into the soil. I expected at least some difference, but honestly, there was none. Root development looked almost identical. If anything, a few were slightly less developed, but overall, no real advantage. This one was already flowering, which probably pulled energy away from root growth. Out of all cuttings, only two didn't root at all. So that gives us 22 out of 24 successful cuttings. Almost a 92% success rate. I'll happily take that. After repotting, I gave everything a good watering. I also tried something a little experimental, compacted soil inside cut toilet rolls. As the cardboard decomposes, they basically become small soil blocks. I spotted tiny roots underneath, and since I want to plant them paper and all, I'm not opening them completely. But given the results from the pots, I'm comfortably calling this a success. Except for this one, which dried out a little bit, but hopefully it's recoverable. The rest will go straight into the garden later. some of the cuttings went into water. This bottle stayed outside and unfortunately got blown over twice during storms, which made me lose several of my cuttings. And whether that caused it or not, this method completely failed outdoors. I got 0 roots. Most of them still look viable though, so I'll put them up and give them another chance. Next experiment, rooting in moist air. The cutting set above water, not touching it, relying only on the humidity of the air. 3 didn't make it, but this one looks fantastic. Ah, nice. My guess is that the failed cuttings accidentally sealed the gaps in the container, trapping moisture and finally creating the right environment. So next time I'll close those gaps properly and maybe try it in warmer temperatures. I think this method still has potential. The indoor water cuttings did better. Warmer temperature probably helped. Got about a 50% success rate. Not terrible, but still far behind simple soil propagation. Now, here's one thing I didn't show you last time. I simply pushed the leftover stems straight into the ground. No preparation, no care, just stick them in. And judging by the new leaves, that works surprisingly well too. It probably got helped by the season. It's cool and it's moist. So yeah, I doubt that this would work during the summer. I've been slowly creating paths through the garden using cardboard and cut weeds. It won't stop weeds completely, but it should slow them down while feeding the soil as it all decomposes. Toilet roll cuttings, they will go along this path. The soil is still moist, which should help them settle in. Now, here's the overview. Potting soil, 11 out of 12 rooted successfully. Perlite mix, basically the same. Toilet rolls, 9 out of 10 successful. Watering outdoors, 0 success, but yeah. Watering indoors about 50%. And the moist air setup, 1 out of 4. Now, from all these methods, simple soil cuttings clearly work best. Water propagation, especially outdoors, it's my least favorite option so far. Maybe it would do better in a greenhouse, but yeah, don't have one. I really like the air rooting experiment. It deserves another try. And the toilet rolls work nicely, but they dry out quickly, so they need attention. Now that's it for this update. If you learned something or just enjoyed watching, consider subscribing. And let me know which method you would try. Well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.